Hello, my friends. It's Lissa from Embellish, formerly Song of My Heart Stampers. Embellish is a lot shorter and easier to say, isn't it? Well, tonight, it's been World Card Making Day this weekend, and we had a lot of fun on Saturday with some pumpkin patch cards. And I thought before I put it away and use up the leftover pieces from Saturday, I would come and do it with you guys. So yeah, I hope you're in the mood to stamp or at least watch somebody else stamp. I don't see any eyeballs, so I don't know if we're actually good to go or not, but hopefully we'll pick up some viewers as we continue. If not, welcome whenever you're watching this. Tonight I'm going to be using the Pick of the Patch stamp set from Stampin' Up! And the matching punch. Super cute. It's on page 51 in the Holiday Mini Catalog. That is the one with the green cover. If you need this, I would be more than happy to give you one. Just leave a private message for the Embellish with Lissa page, or email me or contact me through the blog embellishwithlissa.com, and I'd be happy to send you a holiday mini catalog from Stampin' Up! So this is what we're going to be using tonight. As soon as I saw it, it just jumped into my cart because I knew I love bunches. Oh, I love bunches so much better than dies. Because you can make so many so fast, right? And this one cuts out two different sizes of pumpkins. It cuts out a leaf and the pumpkin stem, so it gives you a lot of versatile layering of all these fun pumpkins. And there's even gourds in here. There's branches. There's several different kinds of leaves. There's a cute little raven to sit on your pumpkins, and then a bunch of cute sayings. So I knew this was going to be a versatile set. So I don't do a ton with Halloween, but here is the Halloween card. Pick of the Patch. Love that. And then you can see our little raven sitting on the pumpkin. Super cute. So that was easy. And then just an autumn card. Something to do with fall and blessings. And I love this wild wheat, stamped on wild wheat cardstock. Love that. Harvest of Blessings. Super cute. So just simple cards because it was just an open house day for the downtown area where Embellish's studio is located. And I didn't know who was going to walk in through the door. So assuming I would get people with no stamping experience, I kept the cards kind of simple tonight. But that makes it perfect for a Saturday or a Sunday night project, right? So let's make one. Which one should we make first? Let's do the autumn one, and then we'll go into the Halloween one. So this is what we're making. I'm starting with a pecan pie base. So I'm folding that in half. So that was 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches folded in half. Then I have a piece of vanilla for the inside. Then I have a piece of, let me get my ruler out here so I can give you the right measurements. This is 3.25 by 5. So that is going to be our top piece here. And then we just have a tiny little 3/4 inch by 5 strip to complete the visual background for our card. But before we glue anything together, we want to stamp that. So we've got wild wheat ink on wild wheat cardstock. And there's the leaf. The stamp set has a lot of stamps. It has 22. Did you know that's on the stamp way down here in the left corner? It will tell you how many stamps are supposed to be in there so you can see if you're missing one, right? All right, so we're going to randomly, not so randomly, stamp leaves all over this background. Nothing fancy about that. My advice for leaves, or for any kind of random stamping actually, is to start in the middle and work your way off the edges. And that will leave you without any awkward space in the middle that's not big enough for another stamp, but needs something because it's kind of an awkward open space. So there we go. It's pretty well covered with no awkward spaces. So randomly, not randomly, right? That's all I used the yellow for, so I'm going to close that. And we'll go ahead and stick that on our card base. There we go. I knew wild wheat was such an odd color when it came out in the spring, this spring. It was such an awkward color for the spring because it was such a deep, weird gray yellow, right? But it is coming into its own now that it's fall, and we're seeing it with all the beautiful regal tones. Like, look at how pretty it looks with the pretty peacock strip here. That is an amazing color combo. All right, so that is all we're going to do to the front of the card, except we need to make our little focal point. So let's try that. I think you can never have too many pumpkins. So I'm going to stump pumpkins on my paper here. So you've got one there, and then I forgot to grab a scrap. So we'll get a scrap piece of pumpkin pie, or not pumpkin pie. This is very vanilla. The ink is pumpkin pie. Big difference there, right? You could stamp pumpkin pie ink on pumpkin pie cardstock, but it would kind of be overkill, I think. Anyway, I like it with the white lines. So we've got one on our focal point piece, which I should have told you the measurements for. Hang on. Hang on, we'll get there. It is 2 3/4 by 2 1/2. And there's going to be a little mat for it, which will be 2 3/4 by 3. Okay, and I just did this on a scrap of Old Olive, but you could do it really on any color that coordinates with your fall background. I was using up scraps when I cut these cards. So we're going to fit this into our punch. And you guys all know the trick about punching upside down, so you can position the stamp in there perfectly. No waste. Love that. I'm actually going to save this little stem piece that popped out. And it's very easy to come in with the stem stamp because it's clear, so it's not too hard to line up. And I'm going to stamp my stem on that little piece. So now I have my stem. I do need a stem on this pumpkin as well. Oh, it has a long stem. And then this pumpkin's going to go on top of it. Oh, we need a little vine here too. I just love building my little scenes with this cute pumpkin set. Oh, before I close that, boy, I'm just anxious to close that ink pad, aren't I? It's because I always manage to dip my fingers in them. I get the side of my hand or my sleeve. If there's an open ink pad, I will find a way to somehow transfer that ink to my body. Pick of the patch. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to close that ink pad for now anyway. And glue this to the aforementioned mat. Come on, glue. It's a little bit cool in my studio tonight. The temperature finally broke. Our summer is really over now, which is good because it's, you know, the first week in October. That should not be summer in Wisconsin. So it's a little bit cooler, but it makes my glue run a little bit slow. There we go. And I try very hard to put things down crooked because it doesn't come naturally to me. I like things to be really symmetrical, but this is just fun and whimsical, and so I feel like having it at a little bit of an angle sort of accents how cute and whimsical it is. So I've got some dimensionals now to pop my pumpkin up. So cute. And I found the best adhesive for these little pumpkin stems is a glue dot. So you can just position it right where you want it. And it looks like, on the sample one anyway, I stamped a green leaf on there too. So let's do that before we move along. Yep, green ink. Got it. Just that quick, folks. There we go. Oh, cute. Okay, I feel like I need a leaf over here too. Not too bad. I like it. I like it. A little crowded there maybe, but we did okay. All right, so that is the front of the card, except I'm going to put a couple of these copper metallic, brushed metallic brads. Those are in the regular catalog. And I just love copper for autumn cards too. That warm metal is such a great feel. All right, let's see what we did on the inside on this one. A harvest of blessings and another pumpkin. Okay, we can handle that. So here's our inside. And first off, remember we did our card horizontally. So you want to make sure we stamp this inside piece horizontally and not vertically. Have you ever done that before? I have made this so cute card insert and then I go to put it in the card and it's the wrong direction. Oh, that is not a great feeling there. All right, let's have some more pumpkins. We love pumpkins. Let's have at least 2 pumpkins. Pumpkins get lonely, so you have to keep them together in patches or with stacks of other pumpkins because they get lonely. Little known fact there about our pumpkins. All right, let's see. Next would be stems. And this little vine, I love it. It curls both directions, so you can add it going either way, out from the pumpkin going to the left or out from the pumpkin going to the right. So that's kind of versatile. And we need little stems. There we go. And another leaf, I think will make that just right. The leaves work left or light. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so bundled up in the mouth today. Left or right, you can stamp the leaves either direction too and they work, so that's nice. Okay, and then the last stamp I had was a harvest of blessings. Super cute. And I can use that stamp with leaves or you know, any sort of twiggy or wreath stamp or a stamp set would work great with that saying too. So you're not limited to just this set. All right, so there's our easy fall card. And like I said, this was for an unknown group of people who might not have necessarily a lot of stamping experience. They were just walk-ins that day. And I wanted to keep it on the easy side, but still be really cute and kind of a wow. So that's what we came up with. Fun. All right, and then let's make the Halloween version just for fun. And then I'll show you one other version I've been making a lot lately. So the Halloween one is the same layout, only it's turned vertically instead of horizontally. Same asymmetrical placement of the focal point. And then there's the inside. Super cute. So all the same supplies. The card base is pecan pie. We've got Very Vanilla for our inside, basic black, and pumpkin pie this time. So we're playing up the Halloween black and orange. Halloween color combos are always fun. Oh, that purple and kind of like that acid green and kind of a sickly yellow, and it's fun. But you can't beat the classic black and orange. So there we go. The same concept. I think this black one was a little bit, well, let's measure it and find out, huh? 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 and 5 1/4 by 1. So this is slightly different measurements, but you get the same. It's the same idea. I was just using up scraps that I had on hand. And yes, I do have scraps that big. I have a lot of scraps. So here's our same piece, 2 1/2 by 2 3/4, and then the mat of 2 3/4 by 3. And that mat could be any color. So let's do, yeah, same thing with pumpkins. Lots of pumpkins. A couple of different sizes of pumpkins. Let's see. and we need a scratch pumpkin again. There we go. Love that punch. So easy. You don't have to get the punch if you're short on money and you just want to get the stamp set. That's fine. You just have to hand cut out the pumpkins if you want to layer them, but of course you don't have to layer them either. Or you could mask them to layer them. That's a technique too. Oh, I keep looking for the right side of that little pumpkin handle piece, and it's not stamped yet, so there is no right side yet. Cute. All right, we'll get these guys dressed up with pumpkins. Oh, pick of the patch again. And dimensionals. So cute. I just love pumpkins. Honestly, I probably have 12 pumpkins on my porch right now. Now, granted, a whole bunch of them are baby pumpkins, but I love pumpkins. So I have yellow pumpkins, I have orange and white, and they're cascading down my front steps. And it sounds really artsy, but it's not, because I just put them there. And the rest of the porch looks terrible because I haven't done anything with it all summer long, but at least the pumpkins are a spot of color when you look at our house. So cute. Okay, so we just made a cute little, oh, you know what? I forgot to stamp the little jack-o'-lantern face on there. Let's do that. Oh, man. Okay, there will be a short pause while I get out a baby wipe and get that ink off my desk. Ooh, I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I mean, I spill ink a lot, but I've never like actually had an ink pad land completely upside down on my tabletop before. Well, it came off, and that's the important part. I am a butterfingers tonight. Can I blame it on cold fingers? Let's do that. Okay, and this is a different kind of ink pad. It's a cloth ink pad rather than the foam ink pads that Stampin' Up! Manufactures themselves. So that's why I'm like dabbing and dabbing and dabbing to get it to ink more properly like that. Super cute. Actually, I'm going to leave the black open because as soon as we get this down, oh, so cute. Love it. And put a few little embellishments down here. Oh, I feel like I need to sneeze. I will try not to sneeze into the phone. Blast your eardrums away. Yeah, so when we work on the inside piece, let's look at that. I'm going to take one of the cool leaf stamps. This one is kind of like a little branch. Oh, didn't even get up right. There it was. I told you I was going to sneeze. All right, that's over. Crisis averted. There we go. So if you have a Sharpie or black marker, I can go in and get that leaf that didn't stamp right. There you go. That's better. And then I didn't quite make that look totally connected there, so we fixed it. All right, and then this is a Halloween card, so we will stamp Happy Halloween. And let's see, I want to stamp the raven, but I think I'm going to stamp the pumpkin first so that I know where the raven goes. So what pumpkin did I have? A short and stout one. Put it down here to balance the greenery vines in the top. We'll balance it with the pumpkin down here. Now we'll be able to see where our raven goes. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. So I don't know if this was on your list or if you already got it. I know many of you already did go ahead and purchase this sight unseen, so to speak, because it's so cute. But I think you could not go wrong with it for your autumn and Halloween and Thanksgiving purchases, projects. So it is available at lissa.stampinup.net anytime, but I would act quickly if you want it because really super cute things have a way of selling out. And I'm always surprised when a punch bundle hasn't sold out yet because they are indeed so popular. All right, so that was our 2 easy cards for drop-in make and takes for World Card Making Day here at Embellish in Watertown, Wisconsin. And I hope you enjoyed seeing those. And now I'll show you a little bit stepped up one. I believe I shared this on my last Wednesday live. So I've committed to doing live stamping on Wednesdays at noon. That's noon Central. And I shared a fun card that is a fancy fold. And so I've just been addicted to making this card fold. And so I had all the pumpkin stuff out to do it. So I made a whole pumpkin patch fancy fold card. So fun. All right. Well, thanks for watching tonight. And I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the Pick of the Patch bundle. And if you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer them. So just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.